Hello and welcome back to Journals and Dragons. My name is SJ. I am really excited for this month because it is all Avatar: The Last Airbender themed. I was a huge Avatar fan as a kid. I wanted to be a waterbender so badly. So I've been really excited for this sort of Avatar renaissance as it's hit Netflix. Unfortunately, I'm running really late for July, obviously. I spent the whole first half of the month moving, which really just sucked up all of my time and energy. But I did include some bonus weekly spreads in there to sort of make up for being super late. And with all of that said, go ahead, pour yourself a cup of tea, and let's get started. Alrighty, for my cover page today, I was inspired by the Western Air Temple, or the Upside Down Air Temple. It's just really beautiful and really cool. So I wanted to get started with that right front and center. I wanted to tea stain the page because everything is sort of built out of the cliff sides, and I think the tea staining did a really good job of sort of having that rocky, craggy look to it. When you are doing this, do be really careful to sort of avoid the inner binding because that'll seep through the most. I didn't, and I regretted it, so do learn from my mistakes. Avoid that inner binding. I'm using an Archer in Olive journal. It has super thick pages, so really bleed through wasn't that big of an issue, but do be careful to sort of have thin, nice, even strokes if you are using a different kind of journal with thinner pages. So here we see I'm doodling these upside down temples, and there's a cat butt because she cannot avoid being in any of my videos. She just loves it. I did a little tiny calendar for this month because it's the corn times. I'm not really doing much, didn't really need a calendar. I included a lot of lush looking greens because this temple has been abandoned. It's sort of overgrowing, and the July font is a sort of craggly old paper look. And here is the final product of that page. Also pay attention to where you're drawing lines. I never pay attention. I always have to use wide out. So just learn from me. Don't be me. But do copy my spreads. And here you see also some airbender statues in the corners there. Some air symbolism. And that is the final product for our cover page. Alrighty, and now it's time for the habit trackers. So on the left here, I go ahead and get started with an Uncle Iroh doodle. This is from the scene in Tales of Ba Sing Se. If you haven't seen the series, I won't spoil it, but it's just a really beautiful, touching scene, and I wanted to give it some credit in my journal. I felt that Uncle Iroh was perfect to sort of accompany this habits page because he always encourages us to be better people. And the quote at the bottom there says, "In the darkest times, hope is something you give yourself. That is the meaning of inner strength." And I thought that was really beautiful for this month. I'm sure we're all going through some hard times, so I just needed a little bit of inspiration to stay positive and to stay on my A game. I'm coloring mostly with mild liners here, but also some colored pencils just to give a little extra depth. A little extra something to it. It doesn't really show up on camera, but I didn't want it to be a completely white page, so added a little there. And for filling out my habit trackers, once I actually got into it, I was using a green marker to do sort of a leaf pattern because the song that accompanies this image is Leaves from the Vine, so I wanted some sort of leaves falling through the page. Okay, oh, this is one of my favorite spreads. I love this one. I used to always do mood trackers with my monthly spreads, but it just wasn't working super well with me. I noticed that I was just stressed and tired all the time. So I started doing moon journals to sort of set intentions and reflect on my month, and that has worked a lot better. So since I'm doing a moon journal, I obviously had to feature Tui and La at the middle of the page. Those are the two koi fish, and they represent the moon and the ocean spirits. They look quite nice. They're actually much easier to draw than I thought they would at the beginning, so you can definitely do it. And if you sort of watch this slow pan in, you can see each of the month, what days the moons fall on, so that should be easy enough to replicate. But it just has this nice sort of circular moon cycle pattern with the two koi fish swimming around each other, and the blues representing the water tribe. I think this just looks very nice. Alrighty, this is another fun spread. So every month I like to try to sort of do something different, and for this month I decided to do a playlist spread, and I also wanted to start trying some meditation because I've been really stressed out and I really needed to get some stuff off my shoulders, and the firebenders do meditation, so I sort of replicated some Zuko imagery here. You can see the blue spirit mask at the bottom left, as well as Zuko's dual Dao swords. And on the right there, I have some meditation tips for myself because I'm really focusing on that this month. And I also included that creepy monkey statue from the pirate episode because he deserved a space in my journal. He deserves so much more than what he got, so there he is. And all the songs on the left side there actually accompany relaxation or meditation or anything like that quite well. They're mostly covers, but they're all very like smooth, nice, beautiful songs. So as we go over this pan over, do take a look at those, check those people out. They are all on YouTube, all absolutely amazing, and it's just really good music to listen to, sort of relax, unwind. And there we have the meditation guide with the fire symbol in the back. I had to write distract cat with food because she won't ever leave me alone. You see the candles and that creepy statue. I do love the creepy monkey statue. And here's the final product for that page. Alrighty, so we're gonna get into our first weekly spread here. So for the font, I was trying to do something similar to what I did at the beginning. I think these came out a little too fat, so they don't look super great, not like the first one, but it was still workable. And again, these are all pretty small because I'm not doing much at home, so didn't really need much room. On the left there, we have a stay positive page, so this is just what I wanted to do to sort of remind myself, like, to stay, you know, keep a good mindset, to sort of keep on top of things. It's totally okay to let yourself be down. You have to feel negative emotions, but to not let them overcome you. And you can see the White Lotus pie show tile up in the top left that Uncle Iroh loves. And in the bottom, we have some tea again for Uncle Iroh because who else is gonna help us stay positive? And here is the final product. Quite a simple weekly spread, but it still gets us what we need. And I was really excited about this weekly spread because it's themed after the Kyoshi Warriors, and I love the Kyoshi Warriors. I love Suki, and I love Kyoshi herself. After reading the Kyoshi book is incredible. So all the colors here are going to be sort of like a sage green and a nice bright yellow. And again, really small daily boxes because honestly not doing much, but that has left me more room for art and more room for modules and focusing on other stuff. And my cat saw a bird in the window, so she just would not leave me alone while I was filming. But yeah, you can see all the modules that I have going there. I have a meal tracker for lunch and dinner. I have some co-star space because I always have fun looking at that and taking advice. I have some weekly trackers going on at the bottom there for my more important stuff, for my monthly focus, as well as drinking water. It's always important. Some goals. You can see the Kyoshi fan in the bottom corner, and as well as the Earth Kingdom symbol. And I just think this was a really fun page. I love the color green, so it looked really nice. And again, not doing much, which is kind of a bummer, but on the bright side of things, it leaves a lot of space for focusing on other stuff. So here's the final product for our last weekly spread. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some inspiration. I would love to see if anybody sort of copied this or did their own thing. I would be just delighted to see that. So thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. And if you're interested in seeing any more videos, or if you have any ideas, please comment below, please subscribe, and join me again next time. Have a good day.